Hey there, Aquarius. Welcome or welcome back to Stars Aligned Oracle YouTube channel and the Lucky Stars community. Cat Star here with your general reading for the week of July 10th through July 16th. As a reminder, my readings are for entertainment and are general in nature. They may or may not resonate for everybody, so please do take what is for you and leave what isn't for those of you liking and sharing the videos. Thank you so much. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. I also want to give a huge shout out to all of the new and returning viewers and subscribers and to the channel members. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in, see what's happening, going on, coming in for you this week in general, Aquarius. Wow, right off the bat, you got the Ten of Cups. Interesting energy. Okay, let's get a few more. Let's get some more information. Ooh, oh, those aren't, oh, my lord. Okay. Wow. 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 All right, well, that's it. Here we have it. This looks like it's going to be a pretty phenomenal week for you here, Aquarius. You start out with the Ten of Cups. So within the Ten of Cups could be a marriage card, but the Ten of Cups is also about happiness, family, fulfillment. So there may be something happening or coming through with family members or with you know, the people around you within some kind of situation that's going to kind of turn around unexpectedly. For some of you, you may have kind of had an interruption of sorts. It may have to do with money because you also have a couple of Pentacles cards here, but there may have been an interruption of sorts within a relationship, a familial relationship, a relationship as far as friendships go. It could even be a work or co-worker boss situation or relationship, something potentially to do with money. There could have been an interruption. There could have been kind of a rift that happened due to money. And so there's going to be, for many of you, or some of you, a turnaround this week as far as that goes. There's going to be this energy coming in, swooping in of kind of a new, almost commitment of sorts with this Ten of Cups. For some of you, it's going to feel unreal. Some of you may actually question it. So, right, there's this energy with the marriage word up here of being married to a situation. Are you married to a situation? Because it feels as if, Aquarius, somebody is going to come back or come in or whatever. There may be a bit of an apology, or maybe like a glossing over or pretending it didn't even happen, right? But it whatever it may be, it's going to be turning around. For some of you, this is cause for celebration. For others of you, this is cause for pause, as you may feel as if it is a bit unreal or as if it's not really truthful or on the up and up. There may be a hint of a perceived manipulation coming through. Okay, I just have to give you what I'm getting here, Aquarius. So that is what is coming through. Now this actually says happiness, family, happy families, reunions, homecomings, family gatherings, marriage, long-term relationships, stability, security, harmony, abundance, domestic bliss, happy ever after, caring, children, fun. Okay, and it's a yes. So just know where you are on that, Aquarius, because for some of you, this is going to be amazing. It's going to be a wonderful turnaround. For others of you, it's going to, there's going to be a feeling of pause and or questioning. So depending on how that comes through for you, again, it may have to do with money, but for a lot of you, there is going to be kind of an emotional attachment to this, whether that's to what feels amazing, wonderful, and celebratory, or to the other side where there's a feeling of maybe being manipulated or a reason for pause or questioning. Okay, so you're going to know how that's going to come through for you. For some of you, this is just this most beautiful, amazing time. Everything is coming through beautiful, wonderful. And for others of you, it's almost as if it's coming through as this energy of too good to be true, and you're not really sure what to think about it. Okay, so you're gonna know where that is. There is this energy of potential connection and harmony, Aquarius, but again, it depends on which side you're on. Now you also have the Queen of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. Now you see how that comes through, right? You kind of have that two different sides of a spectrum depending. Oh, please excuse my nails. I did not get a chance to get them done, and we worked out in the yard over the weekend. So happy Monday, by the way. So please excuse those. They will be on the up and up and or naked again soon. Okay. Anyway, you kind of have both sides of a spectrum going on here, right? You've got that Queen of Pentacles and that Four of Pentacles energy. With that Queen of Pentacles energy, this is the energy of really being in that space of almost a big sister coming back, right? So it could be a big brother, but since it's a queen now, non-gender specific, it's about the energy, not about masculine, the male female specific. It's about masculine feminine energy, right? But almost like this big sister energy. So potentially, you know, it could be big brother as well, but potentially there had been a rift or an argument between you and somebody else, a big sister, a big brother, somebody who potentially is a bit older than you, right? Because you have that big energy coming through, a big sister, big brother. Somebody who might have been a bit of an authoritarian, or somebody who may have been considered an elder, or may be considered an elder, could have been where that was. But you have been potentially missing, Aquarius, that feeling of being nurtured, or that feeling of being kind of almost in this place of being protected, whether that's financially or kind of in this place of feeling as if there's that healthy relationship, but there was like a protection kind of element within this. Okay, so wherever that's coming through for you, Aquarius, it feels like for many of you, whoever this elderly person or this big brother, big sister kind of energy, big sister is what's coming through with the Queen of Pentacles, but you hopefully understand what I'm putting out here. There is an abundance coming back through. They are coming back in, right? This is abundance here. They are coming back in a big way. They're willing to kind of show up and do some work to create a more balanced kind of relationship, or a more abundant relationship within kind of whatever had happened, right? Whatever the scenario, whatever the event was, whatever the rift was, whatever was, right? They're coming back in now to kind of cause a bit of calm within the storm, or create a evening out of potential chaos that may have been brewing, or you may have felt, Aquarius. There was a wake of sorts, okay, like a some kind of an energy that was separating in one way or another. This is a very specific kind of message coming through here, Aquarius, but there still is that energy of pause, right? You have that Four of Pentacles in here, and that Four of Pentacles can sometimes mean, right, security, stability, but on the other side of it, which is what's coming through, is kind of this stubbornness, or this almost greediness, or this fear of letting go or holding too tightly, oftentimes to finances or resources, right? So this is coming through again on kind of both sides of that coin, Aquarius. Somebody coming back, or maybe this is you kind of working to bring a balance back in between some kind of a relationship, a familial relationship, a relationship within friends, something during this week. It could be with even a coworker. There are going to be those both sides, Aquarius, coming through, and it's coming through here. It was already coming through here, right, with the Ten of Cups. Now it's coming here again with kind of this big sister energy coming back through, this energy of kind of being protected. But then there's also that energy of kind of that for some, it could be that feeling of stability and that feeling of security, right, with this big sister energy. But for others of you, it could be that feeling of stubbornness and that feeling of fear, or not wanting to let go, of holding on too tightly. So you see how there's a very fine line here, Aquarius. There's a very fine line within this specific energy and this specific kind of dynamic for you. Okay, so you need to be aware of that, and really take the time, maybe with a journal or with a note app on your phone, to sit down and kind of see where this dynamic is coming through for you. Okay, this says budgeting. You have abundance and budgeting. Okay, so this could be like almost even a kind of love bombing energy, that you're like, wow, out of the blue, what's this about? What's going on? Our last interaction was this. I'm not really sure what to make of this or what to think of this. Or it could be that you're like, wow, I'm so excited. I'm so glad that they finally reached out. I'm so glad that they took the initiative, or they made the first move, or whatever it may be, Aquarius. But there is still that fine line, and there is still that moment of pause. Really decide. Now, this isn't an energy that's coming through as untrusting. It's an energy that's just this kind of pause. Take a breath, take a beat, really feel into what's going on, okay? Because this could go kind of either way, right? Remember, we had that little bit of a potential questioning and or manipulative energy. For some of you, this is just a yep, yes, okay, all is good with the world, all is right with the world again. And for others of you, this is going to come through with this energy of being like, But here's what I want to say as well here, Aquarius, because even though this is coming through with a bit of a warning or a fine line, every single one of the cards out here, even these two that we haven't got to, is a yes, okay? So it does feel like this is very genuine. It feels like somebody is working to make a move in the right direction on your behalf to protect you, to kind of heal whatever happened here. Now, the reason that you may be feeling a little bit of questioning or a little bit of concern may just be because there may be an history, or maybe something has happened, not even with the specific person or within the specific situation or event, or what have you, or even in the same kind of arena as it, but it didn't turn out. And so now you're just concerned. It's okay to have pause. It's okay to be concerned. It's okay to not be sure, to fill things out. But do be sure that you are really checking in with yourself and figuring out where that energy is coming from. Okay, there's a lot. This is a big dynamic, a big energy during this time of crisis, and there's this energy that I'm feeling of working to figure something out. Okay, working to figure something out. But all of these cards that are out here, they all say yes. Okay, yes. So whatever your question may be, can I trust this person within this moment, within the situation, within this, kind of energy of coming back? It appears that the answer is yes. But even with all these yeses out here, you are the only one that truly knows, okay? You're the only one that can decide that for yourself. But now you do also have the Sun and the Four of Wands, okay? Yes and yes. So you have 5 yeses out here. 5 yeses out here, okay? Now, fives can be an energy of change. It doesn't always have to be an energy that is considered bad. We have positive change. And in fact, vice can also be expansion, kind of growing into or seeing things from a new point of view, a new perspective, seeing things differently, spreading your wings, growing, right? So there's a lot of energy around this situation or this person or this kind of rift or kind of potentially for some of you a disagreement or a misunderstanding, but all signs are leading to yes. So it does feel like somebody is really in the space of being willing to step up and do the work, right? You've got the Sun coming in here. This one actually says, I shine my light on the world around me, and my radiance attracts more success, you see? So this is somebody who is really in this place. Again, this could be you, Aquarius, as well, right? Somebody who's in this place of taking kind of bold action to make amends or to correct or to fill a gap in one way or another that might have occurred or might be there between you and them, or vice versa, okay? Or you and a few different people here, Aquarius. It does feel like this energy has been happening for a month or two, so this may have been heavy for you. You may have felt like you were walking a fine line, trying to figure out or working to figure out either what you could do to kind of rectify the situation, kind of clear things up, clear the air in one way or another, and or maybe what you could work on, or where that misunderstanding came from, or miscommunication, or whatever it may be for you here, Aquarius. Okay, there is this energy with the Sun here of really kind of having this feeling of enthusiasm towards taking kind of that bold move forward. So whether this is your energy or their energy, Aquarius, there is an enthusiastic kind of undertone to it. Okay, again, there is there is a fine line. So this dynamic that's coming through, Aquarius, is rather important to you. It feels rather important. Like this relationship is a very, or whatever this may be, or however it's coming through for you, does feel like it's rather important for you. This dynamic, this energy coming through is important. It's something that has had you kind of beside yourself for potentially the last month or a few months or several months, okay? But there is a bold kind of move that is going to be being taken during this week to attempt to rectify, right? To bring back into this place with this Four of Wands of kind of feeling secure or feeling joy, right? Both of these cards right here could be considered cards of joy, and oftentimes the Sun card is considered the most positive card in the deck. So Aquarius, there is this joy that is coming through, or that is wanting to successfully be achieved either by yourself or by another person in rectifying a situation. Okay, there is this with this one that has community, so coming back together, potentially you or this other person or whatever this may specifically be for you. Aquarius kind of felt left in the cold, right? Kind of that Five of Pentacles energy, kind of felt left out, kind of felt as if they were like an outlier, or you were feeling like an outlier. But this is actually bringing it back in to sync, or the hopes of successfully achieving that for a celebration, for that joy to ring true. Aquarius, there is still those undertones to be cautious of, that feeling of pause, or that feeling of potentially being manipulated, or potentially needing to question some things or find out more information. Yet at the same time, there is the five yeses that are coming through here for an expansion. So there may be growth on the other side of this, Aquarius, but you are the one that gets to decide on that fine line. Okay, it is a fine line. Sometimes things are not just right. Some things are not just as one side or the other. Sometimes it is very, very minute little things, but there is an energy of working to come back into sync, and or working to come back together, and to potentially build or rebuild in one fashion or another, Aquarius. So wherever you decide to land on that line, there is a potential for success. There is a potential for a lot of joy, a lot of celebration within this, right? Having that big sister, big person, right? Kind of a feeling or protection, or that stability, or that security, and or that stubbornness, or that fear. Again, Aquarius, there is a lot, right? There is a lot to kind of decide where that's going to fit for you, but there is that potentiality, there is that chance, that choice that is going to be coming through this week that could have some big dynamic changes for you, because it does feel as if this is a big, for some of you, heavy kind of energy coming through during this time, or something that's been weighing on you that could potentially be rectified and or lifted during this week, which is beautiful energy, Aquarius, for those of you that's how that kind of plays out. All right, I do intend this resonated with you and for you. If it did, please do hit the like button and share this video. It does help others to be able to see these messages that might not otherwise. Also, feel free to hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time I upload new readings. It is free for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel, and it does support the Lucky Stars community in growing and thriving. As always, I do wish you lots of hope, lots of joy, and lots of love with all your current and future endeavors. I'll see you in the next reading.